You really got to give it to Gavin Newsom, or maybe don't. Preferably don't. Uh, when he's wrong, he really doubles down on that he was actually right the whole time and that you or someone else was wrong. This guy is something else, man. It's so recently Newsom has debuted a rapid response website. He also had his websites in the own website IPs. It was rumored a website IPs for him to have a presidential run in the future, and right now he's just desperately trying to dig his way out. And it's like, dude, everybody's seeing your insanity. Everybody sees what you did. Like, even people in your own party don't trust you and seeing what a nightmare you have been. You are just so powerful and influential and one of the most important Democrat states in the United States that it's like they can't just outright throw you out. Same thing with Biden recently when they showed, hey, Biden actually had this colon cancer and all these other horrible things going on. It's like, well, yeah, no duh. We all knew that he had dementia and that he wasn't all there. Now Gavin's kind of feeling the same type of pressure as like, you gone a little too crazy. Or as we say in the business, you gone too woke. Gavin Newsom. Now, he's trying to back off a lot of those crazy things because people call it progressive. No, it's too woke. It's too insane. In some parts, it's insane. Him basically bashing his own party for not immediately having anyone going after a minor, the 16, 17-year-olds with a felony. He bashed his party on that. Backing off on giving free Medicare to illegal immigrants, even though he was the one that kind of opened that door and started. And then he threw homeless people under the bus and basically also the local city leaders like, oh, you guys need to clean all this up. It's all your fault. And it's like, no, Gavin, that was you. So anyways, recently he debuted a rapid response website as critics accuse him of prioritizing presidential ambitions, which, yeah, he has. I mean, anybody remember the super, super cringe CCP little float parade he did through San Francisco for Xi Jinping? So Governor Gavin Newsom, potential 2028 presidential candidate. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I still know Democrats that defend him. I do. They defend him. They love him. I remember when we were doing the recall. Girls, college age girls who absolutely knew nothing about politics other than what their TikToks and everything else told them, were like, oh, I think he's handsome. Well, I think he has great hair. It's like, oh my God. That's why they were throwing people like David Hogg. And, Republicans do the same thing, too. They throw, good-looking faces. I remember Lauren Southern was a thing for a while back in the day. Tommy Lauren, until she showed her true face. And a few others. They're guilty of it, too. I'm not saying they're not. But it's always ridiculous when people are like, I like this person because they're attractive. Like, you are stupid. Okay? You are dumb. Oh, you can vote. That's awful. Anyways. So, Governor Gavin Newsom, a potential 2020 presidential candidate, launched a new fact-check website on Wednesday targeting right-wing misinformation. As a new poll found, more than half of California registered voters believe he is more focused on becoming president than delivering Californians. Guys, gals, he has been selling us out since the very, very, very beginning when he was mayor of San Francisco. Has nothing to do with just the past couple of years. He's been doing that for a long time. Newsom's campaign apparatus described the new fact-check website as a rapid response website to set the record straight about the Golden State and President Donald Trump. God, when Trump finally, when he does pass away, from natural old age, hopefully, they're still going to be talking about him. They're going to be talking about him for years, decades to come, and they're just going to keep shooting themselves in the foot. Now, granted, Donald Trump hasn't been doing so fantastic recently. I know his guitar has been called into question. The Epstein file list not being released is also a blemish on his record, so I'm not saying he's perfect either. But when you have a disaster like freaking Gavin Newsom, even Donald Trump not being 100% is always going to be seen as disaster relief. And that's just something that Democrats are going to have to learn. Gavin Newsom pretty much is just trying to reinvent himself as a moderate, and people are calling him out, rightfully so. Nicole Russell here from USA Today says Governor Gavin Newsom can't escape his record or the record of other California Democrats who've tarnished Golden State's reputation, squandered its resources, and sunk its quality of life. And that's absolutely true. This state's a freaking nightmare. Crime is rampant. Everything's falling apart. You got illegal immigrants everywhere as well. Homeless people are just everywhere. Like, all those billions of dollars that was spent on homelessness, what did it do? Nothing. It just tried to hide them away in apartments, and then they destroyed apartments or were unable to properly adjust to the quality of the different type of life, and it just didn't work. Everywhere I go in California, it's homelessness everywhere. It's absolutely insane. Let's see here. Let's talk a little about what she covers. Newsom, for example, has proposed limiting healthcare coverage. Yeah, we talked about that already. Who entered the country illegally. He never should have been available in the first place. He told local leaders in California. So she basically is bashing the same things that I have. And he's even engaged on his podcast in thoughtful, cordial conversations with conservatives like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. You know, what's interesting about Charlie Kirk is he's basically the right-wing lifetime politician. I looked into him a while ago, and he basically got started when he was 18 in high school. He went there. They held some kind of it was some type of mock democratic process where they're making votes, and they sent something to Congress about lunches or something weird like that. I don't know. But then he got picked up by some rich donors, and he basically started Turning Point USA, and he's very successful at it. And I know there's a lot of young conservatives, Republicans that are kind of trying to go down the same route of success that he went down. Honestly, I don't blame him. Power to him. I've actually considered doing it myself because, after being involved with Berkeley back in 2017, sticking my neck out for that, doing a recall, Gavin Newsom recall, and being the regional manager for that in 2020. And then I've kind of dabbled in a couple other recalls after that, but not much. I don't know what I thought about them. I think it's time to start helping out California again, too, and to get involved and not remaining silent anymore. Hence why I'm doing this channel. Anyways, so at the very end, again, I'm not officially affiliated with them yet. I have talked to them on email. I went to a couple of their Zoom meetings. And I am interested in helping them out, but I also want to make sure we actually have a good governor, candidate for governor than what we've had before. So if you guys are interested, I will post a Saving California. You can get the petition. Download it, get the official petition information, sign it appropriately. And on this website, there are other ways. There's more information on how to appropriately fill out the petition. That way, your vote and your signature counts. Because if you screw up the petition, don't do it carefully, they will reject it. They will use it as an excuse. So just something to think about. All right, everyone. Good to see y'all again. We'll be back soon.